we've got something special for you today. Today we're serving up something extremely unique. And no, it's not water. My name is Arthur C. Evans, also known as the Ace in the Pack. And instead of Nyasha doing the interview today, the Ace is going to interview the Diva. Welcome. It's up close and personal. Ladies and gentlemen, live in person, it's the Diva. Yeah, we've been following on up close and personal. And now, let's get right down to business. Nyasha, 15 seconds. Describe yourself as a person now.
That's an invitation to be vain. I could spend the whole day.
15 seconds.
All right, fine. I'm beautiful. I'm confident. Super intelligent. Sexy. I know what I want, how to get it, where to get it, and who to get it from.
Okay. Next question. 15 seconds again. Describe yourself as a child in 15 seconds.
As a child, it's actually the opposite of what I've just described. I used to be timid, scared. I don't know what I was scared of. I used to have nightmares, and I got over it, of course, but I was totally different. No confidence, and just, I don't even know how I got to this. I just blossomed into this flower.
Wow, okay. Still, when you were young, what did you be? Still on when you were young and as a child, what did you want to be when you were young?
Okay. I actually wanted to be many things. I don't know what I wanted to be really. But let me just go for the three things that I think stand out the most about what I wanted to be. I wanted to be an acrobat, and then I wanted to be a star, and I wanted to be Barbie. So on the acrobat side of things, everything stopped when I was 16 because I didn't have a trainer that could push me forward in the school that I was attending. I used to attend Townsend High School. So yeah, that pretty much died on the way. But I think if I was given a chance, I probably would do it because I'm still very flexible today. So I think one or two acrobatic skills could actually work. And then on the star side of things, I actually wanted to be a singer because I thought that was the quickest way to start it, because I've always been somebody who believed that I should make a mark in this world and people should know me world over. So it was something that I wanted to do, but I can't really sing, okay? So I moved from that and probably started writing books and all that, yeah. So I really wanted to be a star. And I used to sing a song that when you're a star, you're somebody who really counts. You know, so I always used to sing that song, and I really wanted to be a star. And then on the Barbie thing, as you can see, it's working out well. Long hair, long hair. And Barbie was like, it's a dog, of course, but she was like the perfect woman, you know, perfect height, which I don't have. Long legs and perfect body, you know, all her stuff is in the right places. So that's why I'm a bit frantic about exercise, health, fitness, and all that. So yeah.
I've seen that on your pages as well.
Yeah.
You're on your way to stardom, all right, if you're not a star already. But how did you get from being a child acrobat, wanting to be Barbie, to being a producer, a TV show host, and a celebrity?
Okay. I won't say much about it though, but it was a funny story. When I studied mass communication at BES some time ago, it was probably in 2005, 6 there, and then I decided after that I possibly cannot work at Montreal Studios. I went straight to Harare. I didn't really know anyone, and I just asked for the right office that I wanted to go to, and I laid out who I was and what I wanted to do, and yeah, voila, I got a job. And it wasn't exactly in what, it was fine in TV, but not exactly what I wanted to do. I was called a programs compiler, and it sounded like a fancy name, you know, like programs compiler and stuff, but it wasn't really fancy because it just involved arranging tapes for broadcast. So I would have to go to the archive, look for tapes, and to those big tapes, and people were actually thinking, will she be able to do that with her heels and long nails? I mean, yeah, but it worked out fine. I didn't stay there long. Before I knew it, I was a producer, and I aced my first, interview as a presenter. Yeah, it worked out pretty well. But the producer at the time was female, it was for continuity. She didn't really like me, so you know how we do, ladies, she just said, yeah, no, you're not all that good. But eventually I got in, and from there it was just in one level to another. We could take all day, really.
Okay, so let's talk about the levels that you aced. What would you say are your greatest achievements today?
My greatest achievements involve being who I am today, because I said earlier on that as a child I was different, meaning I had to break from one level to another, and to me that's a big thing, because not anybody can just wake up and one day they're down there and the next thing they're confident and out there and everybody can see them. So I think that is a great achievement. I also think one of my greatest achievements is just having people around me who are supporting me. Some people that I know or don't know, but they're there supporting me. The fact that you can actually have an impact on people, knowingly or not knowing, There's actually this other young girl, her name is Nicole. She followed me on Facebook and Twitter, and then she asked to meet me. And for her, it was a big thing. She's only 19. Hi, Nicole. I love you. She's only 19, and she actually decided, I need to meet you. I need to come to the studio and stuff like that. So she comes to the studio, and she was so excited to see me. She's taking pics with me. She's sending them to her friends, to her mom. She's treating her friends like, I actually met the diva. And I'm thinking, it's only me, Why all the excitement? But I think those are just some of the greatest achievements that you can have from starting. Yeah.
Wow, thanks, Nyasha. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've taken the microscope and we've looked at the diva, and this is only segment 1. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We've got segment 2 coming up in just a few moments after the ad breaks. From me, the Ace, I'm going to be up close and personal with the diva in segment 2. See you just now. Welcome back, viewers. Thank you for staying tuned. I'm the Ace in the pack, and I'm still with Nyasha, the diva. And we're still going to get up close and personal. So, Nyasha, let's get straight into this, eh?
Yes.
What makes Nyasha, the diva, tick? What inspires and drives you?
Well, actually, it feels weird being on this side. Yeah, but let me just answer the question. Well, what makes me tick? I hope you asking me as in what makes my blood rush. It's fashion. Yeah, it's exercise, and of course it's talking, and it's the camera. But what inspires me, my mom is my inspiration, and also what drives me is the passion that I have for what I do, and God is also there driving me to do what I do best, because without him I'm obviously nothing.
Nyasha, your brand, the diva, is very well known, and it represents you, and it usually involves lots of color and very high heels. But please describe your brand and what it represents.
Well, actually I didn't know it was a brand. You're the one who's actually telling me. But thank you very much. The diva is something that started off as a joke. I used to call myself that on Fashion and Style. From there, it's something that has just stuck on me. So I've had to like it and create it to be me. It represents who I am. Definitely represents who I am. And most people think that I just do it maybe for TV, but I'm very comfortable wearing what I wear on set and off set. If I wear purple hair on set, I can wear purple hair in the street. Yeah. And there's a friend of mine who actually says, I want to catch you one day looking scruffy because you're just always looking too perfect. And I say, okay, fine. Even if you try to do that, if you come to my house, obviously you won't find me wearing heels and stuff, but I do like to dress up. My little sister, not the one you'll meet later on in the show, but the last one, her name is Kuda, she always says kujineta.com, which means you bother yourself a little too much, because I actually dress up even at home. Of course I won't wear the heels, but probably catch me wearing cute little shorts and tees, and if I decide to go bask in the sun, I'll probably wear these big shades, and you'll be thinking, really, are you in Hawaii or something? You know, yeah, that's what I do. And probably If you want to catch me looking scruffy, maybe you should come when I'm sleeping, maybe. But basically, if you come at 6 a.m., you probably find me ready to go to the gym, wearing tights and a bra top and sneakers, ready to go work out. So basically, it's who I am. I'm not trying to be somebody. I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not. It's just basically who I am.
So the diva is who you are. Do you think I'd look good with purple hair? Okay, no, I can see where that's going. A brand is nothing without a support base. Who is in your support base, including romantic connections?
I'll just start with the romantic connection so I can just get it out of the way.
Okay.
I don't believe that romantic connections can be a support base, because it depends why somebody is involved with you in the first place. Especially if you're talking about somebody who is still single. But if you're talking to maybe somebody who has found the one, then you can say, obviously, my support base is my better half. But now, when you're still dating, you obviously date one or two people. People are with you for different reasons, okay? They could be with you because they just want to be with the diva, and they could be with you because they actually want to destroy you. So you get somebody who says, don't do this, don't do that, they want to change you, and they don't accept you for who you are. So basically, that to me, that's definitely not the kind of support that I'm looking for. But my first boyfriend, the one I loved first when I was 19, he's the one who pointed me. I'll call him at least my first support base in terms of the whole. That's the only support base that I can actually acknowledge in romantically. He pointed me in the right direction. He pointed me towards mass communication. He actually said he saw something in me that was in that direction. So he actually did the scouting for me. He researched the schools, the varsities and all that, and he told me to go. He even enrolled me. Of course, not the one who paid my parents' kids. I just need to clear that. Yeah, so, but otherwise my support base is a very huge support base. It involves a lot of people. I hope I won't leave anybody out. Firstly, of course, it's God. Obviously, God is supporting me all the way. I wouldn't be what I am today if it wasn't for him. And my dad, my mom. My mom is really great. First, some time ago, we never really used to get along with my mom. In fact, she never really used to understand me. You know how mothers are like. They think, you know, they look at this person and they're thinking, this is my child. And she's like, isn't she going crazy or something with all these things that she does? But then she found a very easy way of dealing with it. And she just said, you know what? Do whatever you want, and you will grow out of everything that you do in time. There's so many things that I used to do and so many clothes that I used to wear that I don't wear now. So basically she just said, no, you know what, somebody grows into whoever they're supposed to be. So yeah, now she's like my best friend. And yeah, I'm very proud of her. And my older sister, Charity. And she's actually my second mom. I call her mommy number 2. She's actually worse than my mom because she's more on the go. She's more directing you, telling you what to do, how to do it, and all that. And she'll be like, Nyasha, when are you going to grow out of pink hair? Don't you think it's about time you grow out of pink hair? You know? And then, of course, my brother-in-law, Gerald, he's the only boy in the family because it's a family of 4 girls. So he joined us. He's my sister's husband. Yeah, he also supports me. And my young sister, of course, they support me all the way. And then moving from my young sisters, I've got Pastor Neta. Pastor Neta has always seen something great in me, and he always says that you are going places, and he's always encouraged me and told me where to go. And I've got Mrs. Neta. She always says that I'm Africa's next Oprah.
Wow.
She always calls me Oprah, and you know, it's encouraging, especially when elderly people support what you do. I think it's really encouraging. And I've got currently at the church that I'm going to, I've got Pastor Marshall Williams. Some time ago, he actually prophesied something upon my life, and he said, there's something powerful about your future. What you're doing now is nothing compared to what is coming your way in the future. So those are words that I believe and trust in them. And I've got Auntie Sandra. Auntie Sandra always calls me Barbie. But yeah, she points me in the right direction. If I do anything wrong, I'm assured to get a 5-fold ministry, which is a clap. So yeah, and basically everybody else that's supporting me. My mom's friends, from New Life for All Church, I won't mention them because I'll leave somebody out. The elderly people, they're supporting me all the way, they're behind me all the way. And then there's my fans, I don't take it for granted when people actually follow you and like you. I make it a point, if somebody sends me a message on Facebook, Twitter, I try to at least respond personally. You know, I think it's also good for that. But I don't want it to go over the top because some fans become obsessed. I mean, as you can see, it's easy to get obsessed. Yeah, but I don't take them for granted, definitely not. And that whole support base, everybody around me is my support base, Arthur, because you can't make it in life without people, really. People should just be there with you. And of course, I have a few haters here and there, but haters, you can't bring those down. Not a chance. I just thought I should tell them haters out there. But basically, I've got a huge support base.
Thank you so much, Nyasha.
Thank you, Arthur.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's up close and personal, not with the diva, but with the ace in the pack. And I'm looking into the life of the diva. Next up, in segment 3, we're going to talk to her sister and her father for more information. Siblings always have insight that we don't know of. I'm going to speak to Tariro, Nyasha's young sister, and she's going to tell us maybe 1 or 2 secrets about the diva. Hi, Tariro, and welcome to the program.
Hi, how are you, Arthur?
Great, thank you. Tell us, what is it like being Nyasha's young sister?
Well, I think it's a very, very big job. Because people have so many expectations about you, and they think maybe you are likened to her and stuff like that. Of course, in a certain way, we like link together, but I'm totally a different person, and she's totally a different person. But the sisterhood is the one that makes us and brings us together.
So, seeing as you and your sister are so close, do you guys actually get along?
Yes, we do get along. Actually, all of us get along because we come from a family of 4. So the way we get along is so amazing. We are like different from other sisters. But with Nyasha now, we are close together because we are the ones in the middle, because we have an older sister and a younger sister. So we get along in every way, the way we dress, the way we go, we hang out in the same places. We practically do everything together. Even at her workplace, I now know all the people that she works with. And my friends, like there's my friend Grace from Family Impact. We click with Nyasha, and she actually comes and says, where is Nyasha today? If we're hanging out together, even some of my friends at Spaces, we just blend. I like the fact that when I'm with her friends, I blend. When she's my friends, we just blend, and we do lots of stuff together. Even some stuff which I don't tell anyone else, she knows, and likewise. But of course, it's just a small part which I keep to myself, and likewise.
What do you actually like most about your sister?
Okay. I like my sister, that the fact that she's confident, super confident. Most women are not very confident, but the fact that she wears her purple wigs, red wigs, I mean, most people are afraid to actually pull that off. But she's someone who can do that without a problem, and she walks with her head upright. And the fact that she told me to dress like that, actually she passed on the confidence. Understand what I'm saying? So I like the fact that she's super confident. Actually, she's a great someone to hang out with. You can hang out with her the whole day without a problem. Yeah, she's good.
Now imagine Nyasha was going away to Hollywood, because she is going to be very successful. What would your parting words be to Nyasha before she leaves?
Well, first I would cry because she's like my friend that I only have. So I think after she goes to Hollywood, I'll safely be at home most of the time because I'll be not having anyone else to hang out with. So, well, I'll tell her, Nyasha, remember who took you there to Hollywood, which is God. So remember where you're coming from. Don't get there and try and be someone else, because you know Hollywood has got so many expectations, so many things, good and bad stuff. So make sure that she adopts the right things and make sure she's going to do what she went, the sole purpose for going to Hollywood. And of course, to send me nice stuff, the bags and the shoes. Yeah, and just remember that's the important thing I would really emphasize, to remember where you're coming from and remember your family and everything else and God himself.
Tairo, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
your
you.
insight.
Thank you too, Arthur.
We're not talking to the diva, but let's talk to the Don Chi of the Mtamangira home, Nyasha's father. Welcome to the program, sir. Sir, what was Nyasha like as a child?
Nyasha is my number 2. As a child, let me start, I'll say 3 things. The first one, let me talk about her appetite. She had a very poor appetite. And, but most of the thing that she liked was lacto. That's what she liked most. And I remember one day, her mother cooked a very nice meal. And then she says, I don't want this, I want lacto. And the mother was so pissed off, she was so angry. She said, but how can you? But that's what I know. She likes that, and even today, she still enjoys a sadza with lacto. And the other thing, when she was growing, she used to, you could see that, when I look at it now, I see that something was being born there. Because what she's doing now in journalism. When she was young, I think she was about in grade 3 or 4, she actually wrote 2 books. It's unfortunate I couldn't find others. I could have brought them here and read you some of the stuff. So she actually wrote those 2 books. And also at one time I brought picture stories from work. This way you feel in. And she actually filled in that. And it became a story. So when I look at that, I see that from what she's doing now, something was being born there. Mm-hmm. And also, the other thing that she liked as a child was playing with dolls. She would actually make clothes for the dolls. See, now she's making her own clothes. When I look back again, I see something was starting there when she was playing with those dolls and making small dresses and dressing them up. Today, most of the clothes that she puts on are her own designs. So something was birthed again way back there.
What are your fondest memories of your second-born child?
I remember one day we were at Fort Worth, I think it was Fort Worth, the 6th Avenue extension. We had gone there to do some shopping. I don't know how she slipped away from us. We were busy shopping, we thought she was still with us, and then we were announcing on the PA that there's a child who's outside there, who's in the street. And we were saying, but whose child? Then when we looked around, we see, she's not here. So we went out, and then we saw her. She was out. Actually, I don't know how she came out of the complex and ended up in the street. So that's one thing that I remember.
Looking into the future, where do you see Nyasha in the next 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, on that one, I always say this to them, even as the 3 of them that are left in the house now, about their future. You see, I've always tell them, and I'm still telling them now, that there's a catch to it. If you want to go far, I know she's going to get very far. If you say, where do I see her? I see her as a very successful person from what she's doing, from how she's poised. I can see that she's going to be a great person in 5, 10 years' time. But I've said to her and the others, there is a key to this, which is from the Word of God. Matthew 6:33, that you seek the kingdom of God first and His righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you. And they're catching on to that, and I still continue, and I'm hammering that. And I know if they start there, they can go very far. She is a talented lady. I can see she can get far, but she has to start there. She must seek the kingdom of God first, because when she's done that, like what God says, all those things will be added up onto her.
Let's get up close and personal. What are Nyasha's best and worst traits?
Like I was saying, she makes clothes, and the way she does her things. Even you see the way she does things, she aims to be way below average. In terms of percentage, I would say whatever she wants to do, she's aiming at 75% in the bar. So like the way she makes even those clothes that she makes, see, they're not just ordinary clothes. And there are some people who have actually come and said and gave her orders to because of the way that she dresses. Even if you ask her to cook, you definitely know it won't be an ordinary meal, you know? Even though she loves lobster. But if you put her in the kitchen, she normally doesn't go into the kitchen. But when she goes there, you know that she's preparing a different dish. That's how she does. Even with the sisters, she's even pushing them to do that. To whatever they execute, that they execute it with that excellence. So that's what she does.
What about her worst traits? What are they?
The worst side is house chores. Now when she's eaten there and to clean up the dishes, and that's what she doesn't like. And like if you leave her in the house, like normally the mother does the washing, and then she leaves it unironed because we have to go somewhere. We know definitely when we come back we'll find that ironing, that washing will be still then unironed. And I've always said to the sisters also, the younger sisters, say, Nyasha doesn't want to do this, but I've teased them and said, but that's what it is, meant to be a big system, and you must do it. Don't complain, just do it. But I'll be just trying to encourage them.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. You've heard it from the head of the home at the moment. Up close and very personal with the diva. We'll be right back in the final song from the diva. Let's bring this thing home. I have one very important question for the diva. Welcome back, by the way. It's going to get hot. Nyasha,
Yes.
how do you deal with boys or men that are interested in your time and your personality?
Well, actually, Arthur, I don't deal with them at all. They deal with themselves. What I mean by that, I mean they just fall out on their own because of the expectations or the standard that I set for them. So basically, only real men can stand the test of time. I'm not very easy to please, not very easy to love, and not very easy to understand. Because to date, there are just about 3 men that have come quite close to understanding me. My father, obviously, and the first guy that I loved. And the third one, I told him, he knows. He's a very good friend of mine.
Okay. So, Nyasha, this is the penultimate episode in season 2. What can the viewers at home expect from the diva as well as from up close and personal in the future?
Well, I will not say much about what they can expect, but definitely greater things. The show continues. We'll obviously make it bigger and better. All I can say is watch this space, and by this space, I mean this space. They should keep watching it on Facebook, Twitter, and wherever else they're following me, and then they just watch the space, and they'll find out what's going to happen next. But it's big things, and it's going to be really great.
Wow, Nyasha, it's been great having you on the program. Thank you so much for even giving me the platform to speak.
Thank you, Arthur.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, live and direct into the homes of every Zimbabwean, up close and personal on this Saturday is now over. And it's been very, very good. Interviewing the diva has been an experience that I, for one, will never forget. You can follow me, the Ace in the Pack, on my Facebook page, Arthur Ace Presenter, or you can follow me on Twitter as well, Arthur Ace Presenter. You can also catch Nyasha the Diva Tamangera on her Facebook page, Nyasha Diva Tamangera, as well as on Twitter, Nash Diva. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, from me, the Ace in the Pack. Thanks for staying with me. See you next week.